Your path to do this might be through color science, might be on set. There's many paths that can lead you to a place, and you have to be willing to jump into the water.
Never give up, never surrender. I mean, if you know what you want to do, then that's what you want to do, and do it. Move fast and break things, right? The bleeding edge of technology is the people in the trenches trying to do the work in problem solving. There's nothing like working with a group of people that are all trying to do the same thing.
You've got to take the risk. You have to be able to see what the technology is bringing, where it's going, and be ahead in that curve. You have to be willing to shadow people, be willing to assist people, be willing to not take the job you wanted right away, in knowing that if you hustle good, it will get you there, or it will get you somewhere you did not expect.
Every year, there's some new technological thing that's going to change the world. Like, when sound entered, or colors, or digital cameras. And over time, if it's something that benefits the creatives, they'll adapt it. But then it tones down. Then it just becomes part of their tool set. It really is driven by the content and the creatives.
Let's say if I'm involved with a project from the beginning, then I'll be involved with someone like Josh Pines in creating the entire workflow for the color. So what camera are we using? What lookup table are we gonna use on set? Then that workflow gets established from how you shoot it and view it on set, all the way to how you're gonna, use the material for VFX, use it for color. Editors need to view the same way. There's this whole world of connecting all the dots together so that we all kind of in the same universe of viewing things the same way. And then when we get in the bay, that's where we dive in and create all the images the way we had discussed previously. Because I'm the final stop for touching everything.
You don't want them to notice the color, but you want that to have had an emotional impact on them. If that scene had been color corrected completely differently, it would have a completely different emotional impact.
You don't work in hopes to get an award, right? You always have to give your best work. What gets you to be nominated, either because you did a look that is so unique that hasn't been seen, or because you did something that is technically so perfect and it elevates the image in a way that people will recognize. Color is subliminal. It's how you perceive image and emotion. It's emotionally driving where you're going.
Color matters because, God forbid, you go into one of these box stores and you see all those TVs and they look different. Well, guess what? So the calibration of the display devices is important. We spent a lot of time and a lot of effort in those bays with the cinematographers and directors and colorists making the thing look perfect. I mean perfect.
We all work so hard. People put their heart and soul in projects. They spend months and months, doing this, so that hopefully people can see it how it was intended.
Guess what? That's what we want the audience to see. We don't want the audience to see that with the knob turned up to 11. With this calibration, there's a way of having stuff to be within a fine enough tolerance that the creative intent will actually be what the audience sees. Just like that soundtrack is driving the emotion, the color palette, the decisions about the colors used in a film and how they're used, it is a tool for the storytelling. It is a tool for driving the emotional story forward without the audience knowing that they're being pulled along a certain path. All of the tricks and all of the things we do aren't to make your eyes pop out and go, oh wow. It's to completely bypass all that and to trigger things up in the visual cortex that have an emotional impact. And that's absolutely why color matters. All of these things are there in the service of the story, and that's it. It's technology in the service of art. We actually use Calman at all of picture shop facilities worldwide for calibrating all of our displays at our Sunset Gower facility in Hollywood. We must have 100 of them, and we've worked hand in hand with some of the product developers and color scientists at Portrait, and we actually had some other certification things back in the days. It is not the only product out there, but it's fairly ubiquitous, but it is a good product, and we use it all the time.